Hey everyone, this is some gameplay of Halo Wars 2 on the Xbox Series X. I was actually able to snag a console, and Halo Wars 2 was one of the first games I fired up. And there was an update to Halo Wars 2 for the new consoles. I made a video about that. 343 didn't go into a whole lot of detail on what that update contained, and I speculated that may have given Halo Wars 2 to have some 60 FPS support for these new consoles. And I gotta tell you, I'm extremely disappointed to see that not only does Halo Wars 2 still have the 30 FPS cap that it does on the Xbox One consoles, but you can see when it loads in initially, the frame rate drops really, really low. And you can even see, even through little battles, you'll see a little bit of frame rate dips here and there. And I don't think that has anything to do with the console itself, the power of the Xbox Series X. I think it's just a really poorly optimized game. You can see time and time again when you play on the Xbox One consoles, you'll see a lot of frame rate dips and stuttering and things of that sort. That's why I pretty much exclusively play on PC. The frame rate and the performance is just so much better on PC. And I don't know why they won't allow Halo Wars 2 to be 60 FPS on these new consoles. I mean, it definitely can handle it easily. And, you know, the game already does it because it does it on PC. So why does it not do it on console? I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of issue that would happen if it had 60 FPS on console. We really don't know. But I'm pretty disappointed in this 30 FPS cap. Beyond the frame rate, if you were to ask me how's the performance, I would say it's pretty good. I mean, you load in and out of games super quickly. I mean, it's almost instantaneous. The menu system feels a lot smoother. It's pretty slow on the Xbox One. The menu system of Halo Wars 2 is kind of slow. It always has been that way. So that's kind of my analysis. You can see this tool here that I'm using that detects the frame rate of a particular game. So hopefully this will be some helpful information for you. I am going to make some frame rate testing videos comparing various games between the Xbox Series X and the Xbox One X, even maybe the Xbox One OG. I have one of those as well. That's all going to be happening on the other Team Respawn channel. It's called Team Respawn Arcade. I'll put a link to that down below. I'm in the process of rebranding that, but that's neither here nor there. Let me know your thoughts on this. Are you pretty disappointed that Halo Wars 2 has a 30 FPS cap on the Xbox Series X? I quite am disappointed because it can hit 60 on PC, so why can it not do it on here? I don't know if anyone knows the answer to that. It is interesting, however, that there are some games, even Microsoft first-party games, that will allow you to pick between resolution and frame rate, all the way back going to the Xbox One X. A good example of this is Forza Horizon 4. If you're on a 1X machine, it will ask you, hey, do you want to be at 4K 30 frames per second, or do you want to be at 1080p 60 frames per second? And I'm the kind of person where I would love to go 60, so that's my pick. However, that's also the case. We're seeing that sometimes with these newer consoles as well. It'll ask you to pick. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is one of those. And you can only get 60 FPS on the Series X, not on the One X. Anyway, I'm really impressed with this system, and hopefully 343 will come back and potentially give us a 60 FPS mode in this game. All right, thank you so much for watching. That does it for me, and I'll see you, James,